Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Laser Show. Uh, Tonight, Joe won't be with us. He's in Houston, Texas at a manager's convention. So tonight, I've got a real good friend of ours, DJ from Dragon's Laser Engraving on YouTube, where you can find him. He's going to be showing us stuff, and we're going to be talking about different things. And we'll bring DJ up. Hey, DJ.
Good evening.
Good evening. Before we get started, I want to show you, you've been asking about, we've been doing experiments with the black chalk paint,
Yeah.
and it's done real good on glass, we found that. But it doesn't do crap on tiles.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what's weird is I want you to look at the bottom row. That's 600 speed. That over here is 100 power. See how white that is?
Yeah.
Now you go up here, that's 1900, and that's 100%. That's a faster speed at the same 100%, and it's black.
Wow.
That's the opposite of what we're used to.
That's weird.
Isn't it, though? I mean, that is, I'm not proud of it. And of course, we know the white chalk paint doesn't work on tile, I can tell you that. It didn't do anything. So, yeah. And then the test I did with the aluminum wrappers with the different colors on them, they don't work. They don't work all the time, so I wouldn't mess with trying it.
Yeah.
So, but tonight, DJ's going to show us I'm going to bring mine up for my light burn up and show him before I bring his up. DJ, you see here, there's a heart, a double heart, and the bands that go around it.
Yep.
And stuff. I had already cut those out twice, and they do not match up. This was downloaded from the 3X site for the heart box.
Gotcha.
And they won't go together. So that's why I asked you to show everybody tonight. We had been talking about this, showing them how to resize these tabs where they will fit.
That'll work.
So
Not too difficult.
I've got yours up on the screen.
All right, buddy. If you could pass me the link, because I got a couple guys in my chat that want to know.
Okay.
And we'll get started. Awesome. We got it. All right. So say this is your project. It all depends on what your material is going to be like, how thick.
Okay.
So what I do is, if you don't have calipers are your best friend.
Yep.
In 3D printing, yeah. And light burn. So, first off, you want to measure your stock that you're going to be using. Mine's 5.86.
Right. Mine's 2.6.
So write that down so you don't forget it.
Okay.
6. Always work in millimeters.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So here's your project. The first thing you want to do is highlight the whole thing. And you want to make sure everything is ungrouped. So you're going to hit your ungroup. Or is there a shortcut? Group Control U for ungroup. That means everything's ungrouped.
Right.
Then you're going to go over to your sidebar, grab your ruler, because you want to find out the thickness of this gap right here. And right now it is 2.7 millimeter on mine.
Okay.
So pick a gap on your project and find out how thick that gap is.
Okay. So you grab the ruler, right?
Yep.
Okay. Got the ruler.
Pick a
And that
slot.
pops.
Pick a
And then
slot.
I'll make it.
You want to know how thick that gap is right now.
Okay.
2.70. You get it?
Well, yeah, I lost mine. Where'd my little ruler go? Oh, yeah, I got it here. Clicked on that. And okay.
Make sure it's measuring in millimeters.
Yeah. On my measurement. Oh, okay, I got to switch it to millimeters. There, I got it in millimeters. Okay, I got it in millimeters.
Okay, highlight the gap so you know how thick it is. It'll turn pink, whatever you're measuring.
Right.
So what's the measurement?
Okay, measurement on my gap is 5.08.
Okay, write that down.
Okay.
You can close out your tool. You're
Okay.
gonna highlight your whole project again. Then click on go to tools. Go all the way down to the bottom. The third one from the bottom is resize slots in selection.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me get all these grabbed here. Get them all grabbed, and I'm going to go to tools, resize slots. Okay.
Click on it.
Yeah.
It'll bring up a dialog box.
Right.
The first section, you're going to type the measurement that you took of your slot.
Of the slot.
The slot measurement right now.
Okay. And you put that in where it says old material?
Yes.
And that would be that 5.08, right?
Yes, sir.
5.08. Got that.
2.7. In the next one, you're going to write the measurement of your stock that you're using.
Okay. Which is 2.6.
Make sure you add a 0 before the 2 point, or yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Okay. Got that.
Oh, that's why mine's not right. Is yours in millimeters, right?
Yeah, mine's in. Oh, wait a second.
That's why.
It's in inches now.
Yeah. So you're going to close that dialog box, change your measurement up in the top to millimeters.
Okay.
Forgot a step.
I know.
So
it does.
6
See, that's something Lightburn, this new Lightburn 1703. I've got to go into the device settings and change it to millimeters.
Really? You don't have it up at the top?
No, it doesn't have it up there anymore.
Wow.
Isn't that weird? It used to have it, but it doesn't anymore.
Yeah, mine's right here where I just click it.
Yeah, mine used to. And
What version are you on?
uh, 1.7.03.
I'm on 04.
Okay. Okay. I'll resize, go back into that. Okay, it's in millimeters. So the
Now,
top one, I put that 5.8, 5.08.
next one.
And new material, I put in my 2.60.
Yeah. Now, I always start from left to right. I've learned the hard way. It screws up your project. So
Uh-huh.
I always click on tab height first.
Tab height, okay.
Did anything highlight in blue?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, if you zoom in, you'll see exactly what it's going to do. It'll have arrows that says it's going to either shrink it or make it bigger. You see it?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So click apply.
Click apply. Okay. Apply.
And it changed it. Now what you do is go to slot width, which is the middle one.
Slot width. Yep.
Did I highlight any?
A couple of them.
Okay, hit apply.
Apply.
Now
Okay.
now you do your slot depth.
Okay. Yeah, I did a few, so apply it.
Yep. And then when you're done, hit
Okay, I did all that. Okay.
Now, what you want
Now
to do
let's see what I got.
sometimes not all of them resize because there's extra nodes in there. I'll show you an example.
Right.
I'll show you an example. I'm going to draw a square. Say this is my slot. And
Uh-huh.
I'm going to add a node. First, I got to convert to path. I'm going to add a node. Insert, insert. I'm going to draw another square with no extra nodes. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight. Well, first I got to measure 29, 21, 29, 95, or 56. So I'm going to highlight my slots, go to tools, resize slots, type in my old 29, 56. So this one right here is going to resize. It's going to get smaller.
Okay.
And I hit OK. Now, if I measure this, the one that I added extra nodes in,
Right.
6188. 6188. So I highlight that one. Tools, resize slots, type in 61.88. If you notice, I can go through all these settings and it's not going to find it.
Right.
That's because there's extra nodes in there.
Oh.
What I have to do is select it, go to my node edit, find them extra nodes, and delete them.
Oh, okay.
Now, I got it fully selected. I'll go to resize slots. Now I'll try to resize it. There you go.
Yep.
Because I took them nodes out, it will resize the slot.
Right.
So if you have trouble where you can't resize a slot,
click
on your node edit and see if there's extra nodes in there. More
okay.
nodes, there will be. So you'll have to delete them extra nodes.
Right. So that's all, basically all you got to do is just remember your material that you're going to use and what the tabs are that you download.
Yeah.
And their materials and stuff.
What you do is the very first thing when I do a project is I adjust the tabs, slots, I measure them out, I put in what I want, and I correct them right away. Then I'll design. Then I'll finish designing. Now, keep in mind, if you shrink your project, you're also changing the slots.
Exactly.
If you're gonna make it smaller first, and then resize your slots and tabs.
Right now, I got a question for you. I'm checking everything here. Right? Why are those coming up? Okay. Yeah. I'm doing some measuring of the slots.
Yeah, that's what you do after you resize everything. Make sure they're all correct.
And none of them are.
None of them?
No.
I thought you said some of them were blue.
They were. Some of them were. But not all of them.
Not all of them?
No.
Then you're getting to a higher problem. So
yeah, that's what I was wondering if that 3-axis place, that we had in comments on your YouTube.
Yeah.
That's where I went and downloaded that free box.
So that's when it gets more labor intense. You're going to have to make the slots yourself.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, which isn't hard. All you do is draw a box and get it the size that you want. Say 2 point, what is it? What's your size?
The wood I'm using is 2.6.
2.6. So what I would do, I don't want that. I would get a square 2.6.
Yeah.
Put it in the center of your current slot right now. Go to your node edit. Click on the slot that you need to resize.
Right.
Go to 1 point up here. Hold shift and it'll drag it straight down.
Oh, okay. I see what you did. Yeah, I see.
Until you hit your square. Same thing down here. Click, hold shift, bring it up. And there you go.
Yeah.
There's your
Then you're right.
2.6.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'll have to do all the way around these hearts and around the bendable pieces
Yeah.
on there. 'Cause that's what, Mike was in the chat room the other night talking about how he takes a file and files them down. They're just a little bit off, is what they
Yeah.
are, and stuff. And I was like, yeah, but there's got to be a way to resize and make them every time the right way.
Yeah.
That's good.
And there you go.
Hope anybody in the chat room, if you got questions on that, you can always find DJ on Dragons Lasers Engraving on YouTube in the mornings, early in the mornings, and late at evening.
Should have picked a better example.
Yeah.
Comments. Mm. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Whoops.
We're having trouble connecting.
You're on here.
Probably because I'm on my stream. That's why.
Oh, that's probably so. That's probably so.
So, do you got the nift of it?
Yeah, I've got the gist of it now. Now I know how to use that part.
It's not too difficult.
No.
After a few times, you'll get the hang of it. It'll come second.
Right.
You know. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I understand it now and everything. If anybody in the chat room has questions about it, contact me.
That one day that you and Mike are going, yeah, these damn slots are too big, too small. They don't fit. I'm like, did you resize them? No.
No.
You didn't resize them with your tool? What tool? Oh, Lord. You kids.
Yeah, Dustin. Yeah, we can get together. That's no problem.
Tile jig was saved as a bookmark. Oh.
So, that's really what all have you been making today, DJ?
Today I got donated 15-inch circles. So we're deciding to make our miniature Trump coin into a big sign.
Awesome. And that wood was what? Half-inch thick or 3/4?
It's about an inch.
Oh, is it?
Inch thick plywood.
Oh, that's awesome.
They were playing around with a new CNC machine. So they had some screw up pieces, rejects, and he gave me a few.
Well, that's good. You tell him if he has any more rejects to give them to you?
He said he'll keep me in his thoughts when he comes and gets some.
Well, that's good.
This is the largest project I've done. I wasn't sure if it was going to fit on the bed.
Yeah. Yeah, you just about maxed it out if it's 15 inches across, because I think it's 15 3/4 is the max on it.
I'm definitely pushing the limits on this one.
Yeah. And with the 15-inch circle on there, it's what, a 4-hour burn?
Just about 4 hours, yeah.
Yep. And it's a full burn. And it's... Well, show them one of your little ones that you made. That way they got an idea of what's your big one. Imagine this on a 15-inch board, folks. You got to turn it a little bit there, but that's all right.
Here's a size comparison.
Yeah, this is what he's doing it. Yep. How can I center an image in that box, say like a tile box? That jig that I made you, Dustin, that square, you click on it, you put it in there, click on that square, and then hit the center button, and it'll center it up on the center of that tile.
What's he trying to center something?
Yeah, what he came over the other day. I worked on his laser, and I got on his computer and made him a jig and told him how to go home and cut it, right? And stuff. But we made a jig with 4 tiles in it. So I told him, you bring that jig up, it's in a T1, so it won't cut it, right? And then each square, you just put your image in there and center it up.
Oh,
and
so
later, you started at the same point, because you got to remember, ours don't have limiting switches. So we start in the lower left corner. And the jig is always set up to where it starts in that one square.
So it's kind of like this, right?
Huh?
It's kind of like this, right? Bring up my light burn.
Yeah, kind of like that. There's the square, Dustin.
So
yeah, how do you set the trump up on that square?
Highlight both of them.
Yeah.
Hit your bullseye.
Yep. There you go. That's how it's done, Dustin.
Here, I'll do it again. Highlight your picture, shift, click your template, hit center.
And it moves it right to the center of that square we made on your jig. That's exactly how it's done. Yeah, you can. Yeah. You expand it and make it as big as you want. You know, that square is what your tile is. Once you get it the size you want, like he expanded it, now watch. He's going to center. Okay, center that up right there. Boom. You see how he centered it? It works the same way. That's the easiest way to do it.
You know what you do, Dustin? Go off somewhere else. Go like over here. Practice. Take a square. Make a circle. Practice. First, you're going to highlight your circle. Hold down shift. Click your square. Hit center.
That's
Practice
it.
a couple times.
Yeah, get used to it.
Just practice.
That's what you got to do with light burn and lasers. You got to practice and get used to everything so you kind of remember. But boy, he brought his laser over here the other day. And you know how we went through and told everybody how to clean them and adjust them and all that, right?
Yeah.
Well, he brought his over. I had to adjust it. The laser, the bracket holding the laser head, it
Yeah.
was so loose it was moving back and forth.
Oh, jeez.
So I had to show him where the eccentric nut was, which he knows now where everything is on there and how to tighten the belts out and check it. So we cleaned it up and everything, but that Adam stack in the big one like my Sculpin, right? Taking that laser head off, that was a pain in the ass. You know how most of them, well, how was it on your O2 or your 5 watt that you had?
For what?
Taking the laser head off.
It wasn't too bad. It was just one thumb adjustment that you loosen and it slide it off.
Okay. You've seen on my Sculpin where I have two thumb
Screws.
bolts in the back that I loosen up to adjust it up and down.
Yeah.
And all I got to do is unscrew those two, unplug it, and it comes right off.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. His Adam stack has two bolts on each side of it to go through with wing nuts on the back. Right? So I take the wing nuts out, thinking, that'll take the head off. No. We had to lift and slide and everything, and there's two other screws in the middle of it that you have to take out.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, it was a nightmare. But we got it out. We got it all cleaned up and everything. Put it back together. So it was really good. And I gave him some titanium dioxide to take home and practice on the tile. So
there you go.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I help people out and everything. But yeah, folks, and when Joe gets back, you'll see him with his new longer ray 10 watt laser that he has fell in love with.
I bet he's in heaven.
Oh, if you would have seen him when he got it, we got on our private deal in our string yard, right?
Yeah.
So I helped him see how he got it all set up and everything. So we get in there. He's got Lightburn. Lightburn wouldn't find it. Lightburn wouldn't find it.
Oh, jeez.
So we found it. All it would do was go left and right. It wouldn't go up and down. It wouldn't go back and forth. And I'm going, my God, what the hell? You got all the cables hooked up, didn't you? He goes over there and looks. Yeah, they're all hooked up. And I said, there's got to be something undone. Go over there and check. He found 2 cables that he hadn't hooked up.
Oh, God.
We got it hooked up and it went, boom, boom, made the square, right? So he says, oh, God, I got to try a tile. So he tried a tile with the old titanium. So we found out there's no difference in the titanium.
Yeah.
Okay. And, it lasered it in real good. So then he did one of his slates with the 10 watt. Oh, I thought he was going to jump up and down for joy and fall out of the chair. It did it so, it made it white.
Yup.
Instead of that tannish color, it lasered it in white. Yeah, we need to, Dustin. We need to look up and find out on that atom stack what kind of air assist nozzle you need on yours. Because it's different than my atom stack. So,
just blow on it. That's all.
Yeah. He needs to do that. Hey, Juliet, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. So, But yeah, we got to figure his out, air assist, and I know Joe's looking into getting the air assist because he's going to get into cutting wood and everything. Now that, oh yeah,
There was a white car.
and
It stopped. I think it was the same car that stopped for the ice cream.
hello to everybody watching out there. Let us know where you're from.
Oh, I'm halfway done, Carl.
Are you? Well, you got 2 more hours.
Another 2 more hours and I'm done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that question you had earlier on your YouTube about what you put underneath your laser, right? Joe found out he's got to get a bigger piece of metal and put under his laser. Okay, your enclosure and my enclosure are about the same. There's no bottom in it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
His had the fireproof bottom on it.
It ain't fireproof, is it?
Yeah, it's fireproof. It's not laser cutting proof. He cut that cardboard, right? He goes, oh my God, I cut that thick cardboard. He was jumping up and down like a kid in a candy store. So and he looks at it and it pops right out and he goes, oh man, this is awesome. Then he lifts up his honeycomb and goes, oh crap. And I what? He goes, my metal wasn't underneath of it, and pulls out a piece of the silver that he cut out of his enclosure. And I said, well, look at it this way. It'll draw air up through there now.
Yeah, there you go. You got ventilation.
Yes. I said, that ain't the worst of it. Lift it up, you lasered your table too. He lifted it up and went, uh-oh, okay.
Tell him go borrow a stop sign somewhere.
Yeah. I told him to go get a bigger piece of metal and put underneath of it. So, but yeah, now I've been doing a few things. I did the, okay. Did this deer the other day on the wood.
Awesome.
Yeah. But one I want to really show you that reminds you of one of your tiles. Right? You know the deer you did on that tile that showed the hide and the hair real good on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's one I did on wood. And
nice.
look at how good it did into the showing the hair and everything on it.
Yeah, nice and detailed.
Yes, it is. That's what I like about a 5-watt laser. The detail on it. So, but yeah, stuff like that. Like we said earlier, we did a test with the black chalk paint, and it didn't do worth shit. You know, that's black chalk paint, that's titanium. So,
I'm going to ask this question again, Carl.
yeah.
Did you try the white chalk paint?
It don't do crap.
Finally, he did it.
It don't do crap. And if you want to see a tile with black chalk paint on it, there's one already set up.
Yeah.
I can leave that and get chalk and just write on it. But yeah.
It might work. It might work for grayscale.
I don't know.
Get a real good grayscale image and try it.
Yeah, that's, there's nothing in losing it. I got a bunch of them anyway, so it's always a test
Yeah.
to come out and try different things. you know. It's what we found out with different testing with the titanium and white chalk paint mixed in with it gave me a high detail out on that one.
Yeah.
So let's see what else has been going on. Well, I made some couple of plaques for our church the other day. Those come out.
Another 2 hours. Is it still snowing like hell?
That's why I like, since I got that wood, I can cut it out real nicely. And no problems on it. But anyway, what else you got in the future coming up that you're going to be laser?
Like I know I got a customer wants a glass etched. So I got to do that this weekend.
Okay. And you going to laser it with black chalk paint?
Hell no. I'm going to, yeah. Black chalk paint.
Right.
I know I got to break down this laser and give it a good cleaning. Because I did a lot of deep engraving this week. And there's dust everywhere. So,
yeah, because we did find out the black chalk paint on glass gives it more of a whitish engraving on it.
it's a lot better than titanium and paint.
Right.
So that's going to be my go-to.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If anybody in the chat room has anything that they want us to try, we look into it, and if we think it's feasible, we give it a try. You know, I've been working on all this, like I showed everybody, the foil paper that's colored to laser it into wood. Well, it didn't work out. So that we know goes in the trash.
Means you can stop eating all that candy, Carl.
That's right.
Yeah.
Could go for some candy right now.
Yeah. Dustin, what we said last week about putting on the glass was black chalk paint. You can put the titanium dioxide on there and get a real good result too. But we found out the black chalk paint gives a more brilliant whitish color.
Not that one. This one. Yep.
Yeah. Just like that. Or just like that. Chalk paint.
Putting the chalk paint on the side.
Yeah. Putting the chalk paint on the side or however you want to do on the glass. But yeah, if you want to make a glass frame where the center is just the glass to put a picture in, but you want the outsides done, put the black chalk paint on there and laser the outside. So, I mean, there's all kinds of different things to do.
Make sure my door's shut so my battery's not dead in the morning. Tomorrow's what, Carl?
Oh, we was talking about I was talking to Dustin about the chalk paint.
No, it's a question.
The question was, what was it last week we said to put on the glass to make the top magnetina pop better? And it was the black chalk paint.
You could tell Carl's a redneck.
Yeah.
What's tomorrow, Carl?
What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday.
You You forgot the very beginning of it.
Effing Friday. Oh,
Friday. That's it.
I know it. Hey, it's another day to hear what we can hear. Great news from you know who.
Hmm? Amen, brother.
Hey, I've
He
been
said
keeping up.
hey,
I've been keeping up on how many of the illegals that have been arrested.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
All them fucking gang 13s and fucking child rapists.
Uh-huh.
Got him out.
Well, they're getting them. They haven't got them all out yet, but they're getting them little by little.
Got him.
Now, how far are you away from New York City?
Oh, I'm at the other end. I'm on the east side of. You know where Niagara Falls is?
Yeah.
I'm just above that.
Oh, really?
I'm clear across the other side of the state.
So you're up in the corner. You're not that far from Canada.
Nope.
Okay. I didn't know if you was more in the center or which part of the north you were at.
I could spit across the river and hit Bill's house.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, and you guys are getting ready to get some of this stuff coming up through there, aren't you?
We've been getting it, Carl. Where you been?
I know, but you're supposed to be getting a really big batch of it.
I hope not.
How long?
Would you,
Oh,
I've had enough already. Dad.
what'd you take to those people in Florida?
They gotta be living the dream.
Well, you heard about New Orleans with their 10 inches, what they were doing?
What?
They had scraped the, down there in the middle of New Orleans, down there where that guy ran over everybody.
Yeah.
They had went through and smoothed that out and poured water on it and made them an ice rink and was playing ice hockey out there.
Oh wow.
Said the only time you can play ice hockey in New Orleans.
Yep. There you go.
But yeah, down there where my host on our paranormal show, they live in Milton. Milton set their new record down there.
Wow.
From 1954, they had 4-inch was the record. They got 10 inches the other day.
Wow. Climate change is real, you know?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's real, all right.
God damn it. We keep getting warmer and warmer.
Yeah. But that whole south down there, you know, folks up here, if you had a snowplow, you could have went down there and made $1 million in the last couple of days.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they don't have one. I was watching a guy live down there in Pensacola driving around, right? Here comes over the bridge a motor grader.
Yeah.
He goes, what is that thing? What has a blade in the middle of it? What do they do with those things? And I went, oh my God. What part of the country are you in?
Really?
But it was sliding down off that bridge, off that big hump.
Oh.
He didn't have chains or nothing on it. So, yeah, they were just sliding like crazy. It's been quite interesting stories down there in the south.
Red. Put the chalk paint on
So,
red.
I know tomorrow I'm going to be working on these tabs and everything after you showed me how to do that. Uh-huh. That makes sense. Now I know how to use that.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier, but like I said, you'll get an occasional extra node in here where it won't fucking resize, and then you gotta fucking sometimes it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. And I think that's what it was around those hearts, was those extra nodes in there.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that, and I had to take out the nodes.
Right. No, everything cut out when I cut it out.
I noticed most of the CDR files have extra nodes in them.
Okay.
So
Yeah, this was just a SVG file over there they had that I downloaded,
yeah,
and I cut it out, and it wouldn't match up. And I went, well, maybe
yeah. I
it
never,
was on the laser, you
I
know?
never, I never believe what it says. If it's a 3 millimeter file, yeah, don't believe it.
Right. Yep.
That's the first thing you check when you bring it in the light burn, the slot size.
Yeah. I see that now. Like I said, I hadn't made too many of the boxes or anything like that. I've been more into lasering wood and tiles and glass,
Yeah, they're
everything
fun.
for people.
Don't get me wrong, it's fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I cut it out and went, oh, this will be cool to put together. And then after I tried, I went, no, this ain't cool. This is a pain in the ass.
Imagine having, remember that huge village I did?
Yeah.
I had to redo all them
Oh, really?
by hand because they
Mm-hmm.
got extra nodes in them.
I know. That's why I was looking. I was going to start off with this heart box and try to get everything worked right. Because I got 2 house plans I got to do
Yeah.
for Mama for her Christmas town, have them done in wood. So,
Practice.
yeah, that's all it is. And that's about like anything we do with light burn or a laser.
Yep.
Practice until you get it right. And then don't count on it to be the same way every time.
Nope.
That's one reason why, okay, everybody knows that, you know, I don't have the limiting switches on this, so it's hard to get it in the exact same spot unless you make a jig to put it in. Then I can get it in the same spot.
Yeah.
But DJ's got his set up with the camera above it and calibrated. And that helps out a lot doing it that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I would die without the camera.
Right.
That's something else. I got to recalibrate it again.
And then on top of that, you fastened down your honeycomb in there, didn't you?
Yeah, but I got them things that let me lift it out.
Okay, but it goes back in the same place every time.
Yes, sir.
So the corner of his honeycomb is zeroed in at anything that he needs right there too, if he had to do it that way.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to tell Dustin and Joe and get them set up and everything, because most of them don't have the limiting switches on it. Now, my little ones, they have limiting switches, so I can home it. On these others, you don't hit home.
Mike's about to get the light burn camera for his.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to get the actual light burn camera?
Yes, sir. 80
Oh.
bucks.
Yep. We just use normal cameras.
Yeah, us poor folk.
Yeah. I mean, you look at our redneck air extraction units and the way we do things, it gets done.
We make it work.
We do. That's the nice part. So, everybody that's watching, and if you watch this later, go on YouTube to Dragon's Laser Engraving. Go subscribe to his channel and watch his show. They get going. He shows you a lot of different things, and it gets real funny at times. It gets real funny at times.
We get out of hand sometimes.
Yeah, we do. And it can be, we'll put it this way, it's basically an adult show on laser engraving.
Yeah, don't bring your little kids in.
No. Just like that little one right there. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I'm only 22.
Right. Right. You're 12 going on 22?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is what did I get myself into, Carl?
I don't know.
A hobby.
It's trying to take a while, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, yours is better than that 8-hour one that I did.
No way.
God, that was a long night. So, okay, folks. Well, if you want to watch and see some more, go to Dragon's Laser Engraving YouTube after we stop this show because he's live over there right now while he's doing this show. So, everybody go over there, subscribe, check out, comment, get in the chat room with us and
Yeah, we
everything.
can continue this over there.
Right. So, okay. We will talk to everybody next week. Joe will be back and we'll get some more stuff going. So, DJ, I want to thank you for jumping in and helping tonight.
You're quite welcome anytime, buddy.
Right. So, everybody have a good evening and we'll see you next week here on The Laser Show. Have a good evening.
Night, folks.